Hear that roar of thunder, hear those tires scream. Is every boy's hero, every lady's dream. Flying down highway heading west in a streak of black light called the Bandit Express. Look out, the bandits coming, tires screaming, engine humming. Looks like the bandits on the move. Look out, the bandits coming, bet your money and warn no women. Tell those smokies all to take a rest, 'cause they'll never get the Bandit Express.
Morning viewers, Brad here back. A little bit of a slower day today. I did mention last week that I was hoping to start getting away early again in the morning. That hasn't gone all according to plan. It would have been good, but I've got 8 ton of steel on for a little place out in Queanbeyan, so. And they don't open until 7:30, which at the time of this recording, it's 10 to 7 now, so I'm not going to be waiting too long. Last time I had to do it, it was nearly an hour wait, but I didn't quite get away as early as I normally would anyway, so it's paid off in the end. Plus I had to fill the truck up with AdBlue again, but we've already done our first drop. We've just finished our second drop here in Fishwick. We're going to head out Canberra now to Queanbeyan, and yeah, I'll touch base with you again. I've got to unstrap the load, as I said, 8 ton of steel, so it is strapped down, and wait for this shop to open. And last time, I've only ever been there once. It's a little driveway, they come up in the fork and get it, and then last time I had to double park on the street just so they could get it off. Again, the joy of delivering stuff to a small business in a semi. Normally when there's only one pallet of this stuff, it's taken around in a rigid, but because my $15 or $20 to drop it is cheaper than getting someone else to cart 8 ton of steel, it's fallen down to me once again. But once we've done that, we're heading back out to Yass to Martin's. I've got 1 for Wodonga to put on, and I've got 4 for a nursery out in the middle of nowhere. So I've been waiting to get this one filmed. We're going to head out there. I'm going to show you a road that was paved by the Romans in 15 BC and hasn't been touched since, and we'll get out there on the dust and get the truck dirty. But until then, we're off to Queanbeyan. Down this way is where the first drop used to be. They moved last year to that nice big shed that I showed you on the drone last week. It's definitely a better location over there. It's about the same, about 15 minutes away from the second drop. But down to Monaro, even with all that roadworks going on, it's still about the same time. To here. Down there, and that street there is a very little street with lots of potholes, a lot of spots that have not been repaired in years. And of course now all the traffic's building up. We might have a discussion later whether getting your truck licence and driving's worth it. At the moment, no. Run for the hills, don't do it. This is it. Don't get scared now. I hate doing this. I know a lot of drivers out there just, I'm big, everyone can get out of my way, but I'm more of a scaredy cat driver. I don't like going into places I'm not supposed to, or too big to fit into. This little driveway here, luckily there were more cars on the north side of this last time I was here, but this is going to be a little bit easier, especially with me load all the way at the back. Here comes all the traffic. I just want to get my arse over a little bit more. Actually, that's pretty good there. When you're loading off the gutter like this, you don't want to be parked right on the gutter. But when that forklift comes out and lifts up, when he goes in to pick up the load, if his wheels are in that gutter, he can't go forward or backward and rock to get through the divot at the bottom of the gutter. If you know what if I'm explaining that at all. Especially the pavement forklifts, they about there, I reckon. They don't take much to get stuck and stop. But anyway, let's go and get it off and get out of here. So that's next gen Queanbeyan. Fun little one. I'm glad I only have to go to once or twice a year. But I don't know if you noticed when we came in, this is the over-dimensional route to Yass. We're not going to go back into Canberra and around, even though I can see the glistening top of Parliament House above the hill there. We're going to take the old Yass road up to Sutton and then out and back into Murrumbateman the back way. So time for a driving montage. What a dick around. My day has gone from bad to worse. So I got about halfway up the Yass road before I realised I'd left my folder behind with all the paperwork. I ummed and ahed and gone, bugger it, I'll leave it there. Especially since I had to come all the way out to Sutton to get it. So here we are, an hour and a half later after leaving Queanbeyan. Come out to the Federal, went back to Queanbeyan, now we're back out to Murray-Bateman. Stay tuned, I expect it to blow a tyre, and I reckon we might have some engine problems today as well. Anyway, we're coming in the back way into Murray-Bateman now and back onto the Barton. I don't go this way all the time, it's mainly just if there's an accident or something on the Barton. Unfortunately, that Gunning Road turns to absolute crap as you get out further, and otherwise you just follow it all the way out to the Hume. The only other problem now is getting back on the Barton, but because it's 9:15, we should have some gaps in the traffic. School runs over. People should already be at work. We'll see how we go. Gap there. Gap. Gap, go! Pretty easy. Yeah, you stay there. So yeah, as I said, we're running behind schedule now, well and truly. We'll head out here to Martin's, pick our 5 pallets up, and then start heading south. One of the problems with truck driving, like any travel really, you can never make up time. You only lose time or are on time. Doesn't matter how fast you go, how quick you can get stuff off at a location. You would have noticed back there, old mate was a bit slow on the fork to get that steel off, but you're looking at nearly a tonne per section of steel. Stuff like that, you're better off going slow. Trying to back up through that gutter again is just a pain in the ass. Times like that, you don't mind when stuff goes slow, because yeah, you try and rush, and all you do is break shit. It falls off the fork or whatever else. Anyway, let's head out to Martin's and see how big the line-up's going to be out there. Caravan. Oh, I've got to time this right. Come on. That's one. a bit after 10 o'clock. Normally I'd be in Queanbeyan this time to get the solid roll and a coffee, but we're behind schedule, so we might pull in a Bookham and go to Barney's Cafe. Now, I'm not going to go in the northbound side. I'm going to go past it and come in the southbound entry and come back up to here, because at least there's a straight stretch of road here. I can see what's coming. If I was to go in there and come out the bottom, I'd be trying to come out in this corner. Oh, of course there's a truck parked there. Oh, maybe not. There's already a truck parked in the parking area there. Anyway, for next time, next week I might do it. Because you're on this corner, I'll go in here on the south side of Bookham. The old Hume Highway stops here as well, so you'd be on the only bit of old road left. And yeah, followed into Bookham on the northbound on the old Hume. But now I'm without a coffee. Damn it. So where we're going to, it's Joe Field's Nursery. It's not like your normal city nurseries. They do government contracts mainly for native species habitat. Anytime the councils put native trees on the sides of the road and that, they normally come from here. Bushfire replanting, all that sort of thing. So,
down radiator.
it's just a shithouse road getting to it. And I apologise, you're going to hear some rattling. There often rattles on this road. It's that bad, you can't even do 100 down it. Plus it's barely wide enough for two cars, let alone a car and a truck. Which I have come around across people on these corners before. This is B double rated. They had it rated just so doubles can come out here. Glad I got nothing in the back, or barely anything in the back. First time I had to come out here was pretty fun finding this joint. And it had been wet, so heading this far off the highway, ground soaked, you knew there was no way of turning around if you took the wrong way. Also a good road, you don't want to come across another vehicle coming directly at you. Yeah, mate. So yeah, you'll see when we get out here, you'll see all the plants, the plant beds and that. All the little baby gum trees and all that sort of thing, native species. I just hope they got a better forklift set up this time. Last time I was out here, I had just one of those pallets on, I think it's gypsum, and it had this little walk behind forklift thing which was only rated for about half a tonne, and these bags are nearly a tonne and a half. Hilarity ensued, I can tell you that much. Plus, when I've come out here in summer, there's just a massive cloud of grey dust behind me, which sticks to the black torque liner like glue. Turns her into a grey ghost. Oh, the gate's open. There might be someone else out here doing a delivery. When you got a load of martins on as well coming out here, you know, pull up on this hill, get out, open the gate, then try and get going again without spinning the wheels. Plus the driveway is on an off-camber corner here too, so, and not having a ball race turntable, but it's easy to pick a wheel up in these trucks. When you look at the whole place, it's not really a very large nursery. Like, the beds start here and probably go, what would that be, 150, 200 metres down the hill, and that's it. But here you got all your little baby gum trees, wattles, native grasses, bottle brushes, weeds. Actually, I got some asphalt down under this bowl. Looks good. Never used to be. Oh no, there it is. We're gonna have fun unloading this. Might be by hand yet. Should be even better. Bit of a chasm. Ugh. Ugh. So it's probably been 4 months since I've been out here. It's one of those drops. You might have it, then not have it for a while, and then all of a sudden you got it twice in 1 week. Alpaca. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it, but it's that green loader there. It's alright for doing trays of plants and stuff, but it's no good for doing tons of product on a pallet. We might bottom out here too, on these legs. Yeah, there they go. And And yeah, trying to get started on this loose stuff again is fun. But anyway, we'll get out and see if we can get this off. I think I had that on time lapse coming in, so all me pointing and talking about this place isn't going to be recorded. So if I say it again now, and I did record it, you're going to be hearing this twice, so I apologise. But this is J-Field's Nursery. They do forestry, plantings for forestry and government, that sort of stuff. Bushfire, replanting, all that sort of thing. I've only been here probably 4 months ago. Was the last time I was out here. It's not something we do every day or every week. Although you won't do it for 4 months and all of a sudden there'll be 2 deliveries a week and then you won't do it again for another 6 months. So anyway, yeah, the road coming in, it's B double rated, but it's not B double rated. It's not even semi rated. First time I had to come in here, it just rained the day before, and on this narrow little road, you know, if you get out here in the middle of nowhere and have to turn around or take a wrong turn, you're absolutely screwed. But it's not a very big nursery. You've only got the garden beds up here, and they probably go about 200 metres down the paddock, and that's it. But you got your little gum scrubs here, little gum trees, bottle brushes, wattle, or gum scrub there. Weeds, native grasses, all that sort of thing. So they're not like your usual nursery you'll see in town. I was also lucky too, this gate was open. Normally you've got to park or stop out in the road on an off-camber corner or on a cambered corner and having to come across the camber just to get in the driveway from a start and stop. And if you've got a full load of Martins, fertiliser and that on it, it's not the best. And even trying to stop here, got no ball race turntable, so it just loves lifting a wheel when the ground gets a bit unlevel. This is a fun road to come across another truck on, or another car. Trying to get over enough to let each other pass. But I'll let you watch the trip back out to Highway 31, and I'll be back to talk to you again. Here comes the fun part, get back across the Hume, head south. It's normally not too bad here. You're far enough away from any off-ramp or crossroad that there's not normally bunched up traffic. It's dead flat, so you haven't got a couple of B doubles holding everyone up. We got a queue coming. fellas, I'm going across. Clearly I have an indicator at the front corner. How can you not see that I'm turning right instead of left? But anyway, good on you for moving over. As two of these cars, again, ignoring the indicator at the front of the vehicle. What are we looking there? Got a car covered. Also important here not to park so your ass is hanging over the fast lane. Albury, 84 Ks. What is it? 1 o'clock. Coming up on 12 hours for the day. Yay! Southbound over Billabong Creek. So that's about it, guys. Nothing else really to show you. Got about 45-50 minutes until I get back to the yard. Just got that bulker bag to take off and one of the steel collapsible crates from the first drop, so nothing really needed to see there. So 2 new drops to show you in this one. It's probably going to be a little bit longer, we'll see. Trim down what I can, but yeah. Thank you once again, channel members. Channel membership details are down the join button, or there's a join link in the bottom of the description. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for liking, subscribing, all that jazz. Oh, it's been a tough day. Tough day. It's going to be what, 2? It's going to be after 2 by the time I finish, which boo-hoo, a 12.5-hour day you may say. Well, when the camper run, you're normally done in 9 hours if you haven't got Bunnings to bring back. It's an extra 3 hours added to your day, and when you're not used to it, yeah, it starts to hurt. But more importantly, that 2, so I won't get home until 2:30, 2:45, and then I've got an hour, because I'm in bed by 4, so I've got an hour to have something to eat, have a shower, unwind, because I've got to do that when I get home, otherwise I've got no hope of getting to sleep. And then greet the kids when they get home from school and climb into bed. So that's what the rest of my afternoon is going to look like, unfortunately. Tomorrow I will not be starting at 1:30. I'll be going back at 2 o'clock because it's just not worth it. And yeah, again, thank you for watching. I've been Brad. I'm currently southbound on Highway 31. Copy trucker. And I'll see you in the next video, guys.